Planet Dolan.
What animal swallowed something that was used as evidence in a murder? What ended up inside of a squid that could have killed dozens of people in a marketplace? From sharks to elephants, here are 10 bizarre things found inside the stomachs of animals.
Hey everyone, my name is Melissa. I'm here to caress your brain cells with weird facts from all over the world.
Number 10. It wouldn't be all that strange to find human fingers in the belly of a creature that could actually bite them off. Like, if you found fingers in the belly of a wolf or a bear or something, it would be pretty obvious what happened. But in 1992, a thumb was found in the belly of a trout in Idaho. And as you may be aware, trout don't have the means to bite the fingers off an adult human. So how did it get in there? Apparently, it belonged to a man who had lost his thumb trying to fix his boat propeller. The fish simply ate it as it floated down. Number 9. It may seem fairly common for an animal to eat rocks. Some even do it to help with digestion. But frogs? Frogs aren't one of those animals. And even if they were, they wouldn't eat dozens of rocks. But one pet frog did exactly that, repeatedly swallowing the rocks in its habitat. This resulted in an unusual X-ray photo showing that the frog had basically swallowed enough to fill its entire stomach. Number 8. Humans are predisposed to dumping trash in the ocean, the same way sharks are predisposed to eating. In fact, sharks need to eat all the time. Sometimes they just eat because they're bored. That's why, relatively often, tiger sharks can be found carrying car tires around in their stomachs. We dump the tires into the ocean, and they eat them. It's the circle of life, only the tires aren't food, so the sharks just die for no reason. Number 7. In 2014, a gigantic 1,000-pound crocodile was caught in Alabama, making it the largest ever found in the state. And it turned out there was a good reason for about a tenth of the croc's size. They found an entire deer intact inside the creature's belly. The doe weighed 100 pounds and even had its hooves intact. You'd think that would have taken up the croc's entire stomach, but nope. They also found 2 whole squirrels, some cow teeth, a couple of bones from some sort of bird, and some rocks. Number 6. Jumbo the elephant was a famous zoo animal in the late 1800s that later became an attraction for the P.T. Barnum Circus. Jumbo was the first circus animal to really become a celebrity and actually spawned the use of the word jumbo to describe something big. But when Jumbo was killed by a train in 1885, Barnum had his body split apart and displayed at different museums and places of interest around North America. When they did that, they found a scrapyard's worth of metal in Jumbo's stomach. He had apparently eaten countless English pennies, rivets, keys, and even a police whistle. Number 5. Off the coast of Florida, a tiger shark was caught with the greatest of all possible gifts: a bag full of money. Well, it would have been, except that the money was in an awfully conspicuous bag, and it was half broken down by the shark's stomach acid already, because the money had already been partially digested. It could neither be used nor identified by the authorities, so we really don't know where it came from or how it got there. You can pick your own story. Number 4. If you haven't figured this out already, sharks are like the goats of the ocean. They can eat anything they find, whether it's actually edible or not. Tiger sharks typically have the biggest reputation for swallowing stuff they shouldn't, but in this case, the shark in question was a great white. In the 16th century, a French naturalist discovered an entire suit of armor, minus the helmet, sitting in the stomach of the shark. It's thought that the shark actually ate a human inside the armor, but it took the armor with it. Number 3. Generally, you tend to think of a polar bear as a sort of apex predator type. Like, nothing hunts the polar bear, right? It's too big and dangerous. Wrong. While the polar bear is certainly a fearsome beast, there have been multiple documented instances of them finding their way into the stomachs of the Greenland shark. The Greenland shark can grow to 20 feet long and can live up to 200 years. And they're big enough to not only eat a polar bear, but eat one whole. Number 2. The 64-year-old fisherman that caught a cod one afternoon found himself an explicit surprise when he looked inside. He found a giant orange dildo stuck down the fish's throat. The explanation for why the fish ate it is simple enough. Apparently, the region has a type of multicolored octopus that the fish feed on, and the fish most likely thought it was one of those. The better question is, why was it in the ocean in the first place? Number 1. In a fish market in China, a bunch of people narrowly escaped a huge problem. A fishmonger was gutting a squid that had been caught nearby when he noticed something in its stomach that shouldn't have been there. He hit it with his knife before removing it and realizing it was actually a live bomb. Luckily, the 8-inch explosive was safely removed from the squid and disposed of before bad things happened. Weird.
What? Danger Dawn, did you know that we have a countdown book featuring some of our best scripts on sale now? Links down below for the physical and ebook versions.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys next time.